Welcome to Inland Empire XFactorLife, the podcast for Gen Xers navigating retirement, savings relationships, and empty nesting right here in our community. We're diving into the numbers behind Gen X retirement, how much we're saving, what Social Security really offers, and where we might live when the 9 to 5 ends. These stats paint a real picture for us, so let's break them down and see what they mean for Inland Empire Gen Xers. First up, who are we? There are about 64.5 million Gen Xers in the U.S., born between 1965 and 1980, now in our late 40s to early 60s. We are a big group, but often overlooked, stuck between boomers and millennials, juggling a lot as we plan for what's next. On savings, the average Gen Xer has about $178,000 tucked away for retirement, but the median, the middle point, is lower. Around $115,000 across all accounts, or $150,000 per household. That's not chump change, but it's tight when you consider living costs in places like Riverside or San Bernardino. Many of us started saving late, around age 36, and 40% have zero retirement savings. That's a wake-up call to get creative. Maybe side gigs or maxing out those catch-up contributions. Speaking of 401ks, the median balance is $54,500 as of early 2024, and that hasn't budged much into 2025. It's something, but when we're aiming for $1.56 million to retire comfortably, and most expect just $602,944, we're facing a $500,000 gap. That's why only 54% of us feel confident about retiring on our terms. Inland Empire folks, we might need to rethink part-time work or relocating to stretch those dollars. Net worth? For Gen Xers aged 45 to 54, the median is $247,000. For those 55 to 64, it's $364,000. Median earnings are $79,984 for men and $60,112 for women, showing a gender gap that hits women harder, especially those who worked part-time. This means some of us are leaning on partners or hustling extra to close that gap. Pensions? Only 25% of Gen Xers have them, unlike our parents' generation. Most of us are on our own, piecing together savings and investments. That makes planning now, like meeting a financial advisor in the Inland Empire, crucial to avoid scrambling later. Now, Social Security. It's still an option, but it's not the golden ticket. The trust fund might run dry by 2033-2035, just as we're hitting full retirement age at 67. Without fixes, benefits could drop to 81% of what's promised, around $2,005 a month today, maybe less after cuts. Delaying to age 70 boosts your payout by 8% a year, up to 124% of your base benefit. Spousal benefits can help married folks, but don't bank on Social Security for more than 40% of your income. We need 401ks or side hustles to bridge that gap. Where will we live? About 70% of Gen Xers want to age in place, staying in our homes for independence. But 27% of folks over 60 live alone, especially women, who make up 43% of solo dwellers past 75. Living alone offers freedom, but costs more. Think $4,500 a month for assisted living if health needs kick in. Isolation's a risk too, so community matters, whether it's a meetup in Redlands or a local X group. Multi-generational living is rising. Many of us are sandwiched Gen Xers, caring for parents and kids, so we're eyeing homes with in-law suites or extra bedrooms. Around 2,315 square feet is the sweet spot. It saves money and builds family bonds, but privacy can take a hit. Nearly half of those over 60 live with just a spouse, balancing connection with space. Retirement villages or 55-plus communities are gaining traction, especially for active Gen Xers who want amenities like fitness centers or lock-and-leave setups for travel. Inventory's up, like an 82.9% jump in San Diego, and the Inland Empire seeing similar growth. But costs, $4,500 a month for assisted living, mean we need to plan carefully. Some Gen Xers are even eyeing communal setups, like modern dorms, for shared costs and vibes. Finally, relocation's on the table. About 32% of us scout retirement spots during vacations, drawn to places like Texas or Florida for lower costs. But watch out. Insurance and taxes, like $3,500 a year in Florida, can eat savings fast. Inland Empire might still be home for many. With our familiar neighborhoods and community ties, these numbers tell our story. Gen Xers are resilient but stretched, planning retirement with less certainty than we'd like. Whether it's boosting savings, rethinking Social Security, or choosing between living solo, with family, or in a community, we've got options. Inland Empire Gen Xers, what's your retirement plan looking like? Share your thoughts on X with hashtag XFactorLife or email us at our email. Next week, we'll dig into saving strategies to close that retirement gap. This is Inland Empire XFactorLife, where Gen Xers thrive, not just survive. Thanks for tuning in.